Hello, Daniel. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Habitat, for the invitation.
All right. So what we're going to be talking about for the next few minutes is building your home buying team. When you're starting this process of home ownership, it's important to have a group of individuals together that's going to work in your best interest. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Next slide, please. So we'll talk about the real estate agent. So what I want to do is turn it over to Deanna so she can kind of explain this part and what her role is and what a real estate agent does.
Thank you, Daniel. So yes, it's so important that you hire a real estate agent. And when you're purchasing a property in the state of Texas, the cost of hiring a real estate agent will be zero because that agent will be working for you, and he or she will be representing you, and the cost is zero. So if you there's no application fee, you can interview several agents. In the past, we have had clients that when they interviewing agents, some agents charge an application fee, and there's no need for you to pay an application fee. So what we recommend is that you get referrals from your family and relatives of real estate agents that they have used in the past. Also, we recommend that you Google the agent's name, and you can make sure if that agent is active. That agent has to have a license with the state of Texas, and the license has to be active. If the license is inactive, that real estate agent won't be able to serve you because as I mentioned, the license has to be active in order for them to perform the real estate activities for you. Also, it is important that you review the agent's information online or using the direct website, which is www.trec.state.gov. So please review all the information about the real estate agent, how many transactions have they done in the past, how many first-time home buyers have they helped. So it is important that you review all this information ahead of time. Also, what areas does this real estate agent it works? Some agents just work in certain areas, and it is better that you have already an idea of the areas that you look in your house, so that can help you with the best area. So there's some agents that are only working for Worth, only work in the Dallas area. So ask a lot of questions, interview several agents, and because you really need to have the trust of that agent and trust in that agent so they can help you the better way. Also, it is important that the real estate agent is in contact with your loan officer. They have to work hand by hand because when preparing and negotiating the offer, it is important that they have communication. So make sure that they know each other, how long have they been working together. In this case, I've been knowing Daniel for several years, so it is much easier when your realtor and your lender work hand by hand to help you with your offer. So that is very important. Also, you need to get all the information about the schools, the tax rates, because your payment is going to include the taxes most of the time. So it's going to influence the payment. So make sure that you have all this information from your real estate agent.
Thank you, Deanna. And I really appreciate some of the things you were saying. And one of the things I really love about working with a good real estate agent is, they're typically the first person that an individual reaches out to when it comes to, starting this process. And what's great about this is that a real estate agent, especially a good one, can actually help you navigate that process. So they can kind of help you understand where you're at, what lender might be the best fit for you, depending on your needs as an individual. So when we talk about, the steps in helping you navigate through that, Deanna, can you kind of touch on some of the specific things that a real estate agent does?
Okay, so yes, Daniel, it's very important that they contact the real estate agent because according to their needs, the real estate agent can refer that the buyer to a lender that will be able to help them with different programs. That's first step, the financing. Uh, from there, the real estate agent is going to help you find the areas, get the information about the property, make sure the condition of the property, and also prepare a market analysis before you submit the offer on that property that you really like. Why? Because the real estate agent wants to make sure that the property value is according to what the seller is asking for the property. So that's another step. Also the inspection, they will be able to guide you with which home inspectors, they will refer some home inspectors, and they will guide you through the whole process. They will also help you understand part of the loan process with the help of your lender or loan officer, and they will take you to closing.
Yeah. So that's great. Thank you so much, Diana. Let's go to the next slide, and we'll talk a little bit about what a loan officer does. And this is basically my job, it's been my job for the last many years. So, Diana talked about going in and vetting, really vetting your real estate agent. And you definitely want to do the same thing with your loan officer. You want to look at, what company they work for. Is it a reputable company? And then is the loan officer themselves a reputable person? Have you received, reviews from them or about them from other sources, internet, people that have used them before and things of that nature? So specifically what a loan officer does is they're the ones that help you obtain the financing, right? So I feel like, when later on when you talk about there's probably going to be some sessions talking about the lending process. I feel like this is a very, very important step because not very many people have, $200,000-$300,000 cash to just go and buy a house. So it's important at this point that you work with somebody who is going to understand this process. So when you're working with the loan officer, basically what they're going to do is help you secure the best financing option for your situation. So they're going to understand the mortgage products that their bank has to offer, and then they're going to see if we can get you to fit into one of those and what would be the best option. Now, sometimes the programs that I have may not be the best for an individual. So in the case like that, then we may work with your real estate agent or Diana to get them set up with another lender that can offer them the best option for their situation. We'll also educate you on the different mortgage products that are available there, the interest rates, general information about mortgages. And then of course, once you find a home, we'll help you understand all of the closing costs and the things that are involved with that as well. So it's really, really important when you're talking about your loan officer that are talking with the loan officer, like Diana said, you want to interview them, understand the products that they have to offer, and know that good loan officer is going to help you understand your situation and help you make the best decision when it comes to finding, your financing options. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide here. So another person that we kind of bring in through this process as a part of a home buying team is your housing counselor. And that would be an individual that works with an organization such as Dallas Habitat. So for instance, one of the things that these housing counselors will help you do is they'll actually help you prepare for homeownership. So, if you don't know where to start, this is a great place to start working with a housing counselor. So what they'll do is help you assess your financial situation, educate you on the process, the down payment options, the types of mortgages that are available. And what I really love about one of the things that they do is they help you establish a spending plan or budget to get prepared for homeownership. Because oftentimes what I see is that a lot of people aren't really prepared for what it's going to take to be a homeowner when they come talk to us initially. So what we'll do is refer them over to Dallas Habitat, and they'll be able to walk you through that step and kind of work with you, set that action plan together, and get you ready for homeownership. And then at that point in time, they'll usually refer you over to one of their referral partners, real estate agents, loan officers, things like that, people who've worked with them in the past. Now, one of the things I can say is that they're not required. Housing counselors are not required, but it is highly, highly recommended for first-time home buyers. And Deanna will probably agree with me when I say this, is that oftentimes homeownership, buying a house, is one of the largest purchases you will probably ever make in your life. So when you take the emotions out of it, because when you're buying a house, it can be a very emotional thing. But when you take those emotions out of it, it all boils down to this being a business transaction. So what I always pose to this is that if it's a business transaction, why not understand the most about it as you can? Get the most education about this as you can, because it is an investment, and more than likely this investment's going to increase in value. Is there anything you'd like to add to that, Deanna?
Yes, Daniel, that's very important, because as you were talking, I was thinking how you and I work and some other lenders work. That's why your first life was the real estate agent, because if we have a team of lenders, and let's say, for example, if Daniel, for some reason, cannot help a client at that time, you may refer to another lender that will be able to help. So it is important that your real estate agent and your lender work together, because if one of them cannot help you at that time because maybe your realtor doesn't work that area, or maybe your lender doesn't have the program that it will best fit you, they can refer you to another lender. That's why we have a big team of lenders and loan officers.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Deanna. We'll go to the next slide. So one thing that's very important, as Deanna said, is that we have different partners that we work with, but it's important that whomever you work with, knowledge and experience is, they have this knowledge and experience, and we talked about this. For instance, understanding the market. Deanna, as a real estate agent, that's the biggest part of her job, is to understand the market as a real estate agent, how competitive it is, what sellers are looking for, how to make your offer strong. But myself as a loan officer, I also have to understand how this market is, because I have to be able to prop my clients up and help them make the best possible offer, and work with Deanna into getting that. When we talk about available loan products, understanding what conventional, government, bank portfolio loans, things like that, the loan product requirements, you wouldn't think that a real estate agent would need to know much about those things, because that's not what they really do. But it is important, because again, remember when Deanna said at the beginning, is that they help you look at your situation as well to find out what lender would be the best situation for you. If you've got lower credit scores, maybe work with this one. If you need down payment assistance, maybe work with this lender. If you need a specific special financing, maybe work with this lender. So it's important for that, especially with these down payment assistance programs. Working with a real estate agent on my end, when I'm working with a client that has down payment assistance, it's important that the real estate agent understands how to work with these down payment assistance programs. And would you agree with that, Deanna?
I definitely agree, Daniel. And I also want to make a comment regarding the current market. I know some of your families, friends, and relatives want to give you their advice or whatever they faced when they were going through the same process, the home buying process. But I want to let you know that the market changes all the time. So that's why it's important that you listen to the experts, the loan officer, the realtor. Okay, maybe whatever worked for them when they were through the buying process doesn't work right now. So please thank them for their advice, but listen to the expert, listen to your realtor, listen to the loan officer. And you have to make sure, again, that the loan officer and the realtor work together so they can do the best for you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Deanna. Next slide, and it'll be our final slide, and we'll get to question and answer. So things to keep in mind, as Deanna stated at the beginning, when you're looking for a real estate agent, and this is especially true for a loan officer as well, work with your sphere of influence, people you've worked with in the past, family, friends, people who've used certain real estate agents and lenders, get your referrals from them. You can start there, or even start, if you don't really have anybody that's done that before, go to a housing counselor and they will have that information at their fingertips to be able to give to you. Understand that as real estate agents and loan officers, yes, we represent our specific companies that we work for, but we also work on your behalf. So we want to do what's going to be best for you. And then first and foremost, I think it's important that you trust your team. Like Diana said, you want to interview everybody because we're working for you. So if, we want to make sure that we work well together, and you want to make sure that your real estate agent and your loan officer work well together, because that's what's going to make this process more smooth. So thank you for your time. We'll go ahead and open it up for some question and answers. Let's see if we've got any coming in. If you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so one of the questions that came up was, when talking to looks like when talking to a loan officer, there's many different companies out there that offer different products, such as you've got banks, you've got actual regular mortgage companies, and then there's mortgage brokers. What's the difference between the two? Well, a lot of times they offer the same kind of products, but a bank may be more tight when you're working with the bank when it comes to conditions and guidelines and things. They have to probably a little bit more rigid than it would be if you went with like a broker or something like that. So what I would recommend is that you interview, talk to people, talk to someone who works for a bank, talk to somebody who works for an actual mortgage company that does just mortgages, and a mortgage broker who actually works with many mortgage companies to get financing. So yeah, definitely important to work on that. Another question that I saw came across, and I think Diana mentioned this, how much does it cost to work with a real estate agent? Diana, you can take that one.
Yes, there's no cost to work with a real estate agent. That agent will be working for you and in your best interest. Also want to mention, Daniel, because some people are asking if we repeat some of the stuff that we talked at the beginning, is that just when you are hiring a real estate agent, make sure that the real estate agent is licensed and that license is active. We posted on the chat the website, and also when you Google their name, you can see the reviews, maybe their business, the Facebook business page, so you can see the activity of that agent. And also regarding the lender, I have had some clients that they get discouraged because they only go to one lender. So just talk to your real estate agent. Don't get discouraged. There's always help in different lenders, different programs. So talk to the real estate agent. Don't get discouraged that you were not able to qualify to that specific lender, but there's plenty of lenders in that area, and your realtor has that information. Maybe the lender that will fit your needs.
Great, thank you, Diana. We had another question come across. Can you talk about DACA? So DACA are basically dreamers, people who came to the United States undocumented as children. If you're a DACA recipient, great news is that you can buy a house and you can actually take advantage of all of the first-time home buyer products that many that are available in the market. Now, what I will say about DACA is that not every lender works with DACA at this point. It's a work in progress. They're working on getting to that point, but a lot of lenders do. So that's one of the questions you'll definitely talk to. If you reach out to Diana or a real estate agent first, let them know, hey, I'm a DACA recipient. Okay, great. Let's go find you a lender that actually works with DACA that can do that. But if you have DACA and you will basically qualify for every single product that's out there. Obviously it's your credit and income and stuff, but being in DACA status should not prevent you from purchasing. So that's great news, especially with I think FHA, which is a government-backed loan. just now opened up to receiving DACA, to accepting DACA. So you're able to take advantage of that program. It used to be specific to conventional financing, but now government programs are starting to allow it as well. So yeah, if you're a DACA recipient, you can purchase a home and you can take advantage of all the first-time homebuyer products out there. Are there any other questions that we can touch on?
Then also I want to mention that, yeah, DACA, I mean, your real estate agent is going to be able to find, sometimes, as Daniel mentioned, there were very few lenders in the Dallas area offering programs for DACA. So go to your realtor. Your realtor has to be very informed. Daniel and I are members of the National Association of Hispanic Realtors, so DACA is very close to our hearts, and as well the ITIN, the people with ITIN. So we're always looking for lenders that can serve this type of audience. So please go to your realtor, and there's NAREP, the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. You can have more information about these programs.
All right, thank you, Diana. And this is about all the time we have left, unless we have any other questions. If not, we thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of your afternoon on building your home buying dream team. So, you know, we'll take it from there. So if you have any questions, I'm sure Habitat will give your information, give our information out to you guys to be able to reach out to us after the session. So thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you all.